Coming to you live from Ferguson, Missouri. Today, the Ferguson Police Department will release the name of the officer who shot and killed unarmed teenager Michael Brown. Protesters have been demanding to know his identity for days. His family as well has wanted to know that, as well as a detailed account of what really happened last Saturday, because witnesses and police have provided different versions of what went on. Joining us now is Piaget Crenshaw. She witnessed Michael Brown's shooting, and she is here with her attorney, Karen Lewis. Thank you, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you make of the name being released, Piaget?
I think this is the right thing to do. Finally. Justice, finally.
And were you able to go out in the community in the last couple of days?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's been completely peaceful for me. Everybody in my community has been supporting me, and I congratulate them for that.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back now to the events that happened on Saturday. You were waiting for Tiffany Mitchell. She was coming to, you work with her. Tiffany. She was pulling up. So you guys were, you were going to go to work together. She was witnessing it from her car. You were witnessing it from your balcony in the same apartment complex. So tell us what you saw.
Okay, from the beginning, I saw the initial screeching of tires. I then looked out the window while Tiffany Mitchell was calling me. I looked of a scene of the police swerving on the two young men. Dorian was out of the picture by this time, but they were mainly concerned with Michael. He was doing some kind of reaching and pulling, hassling through the windows, and I then heard gunshots fired.
Did it look like a struggle for a gun to you? Because you said it looks like, initially you said like arm wrestling, sort of.
Yes. Well, sort of. It didn't look like at all a struggle for a gun. It just appeared to be the police officer trying to manipulate the young man into his vehicle.
Trying to pull him into,
yes.
and he was trying to wrest his arm away, in your opinion.
Yes, and
yeah.
He was trying to get away as best as he can. It didn't look like he was retaliating. It looked like he was trying to flee.
So then what happened after that? Because they struggle, and then Michael Brown finally gets free, and what happened?
Well, a couple gunshots were fired before Michael Brown got free, so the gunshots were aimed just wherever they hit. I guess a couple of them hit him. One did hit my building on the opposite side of me. So as they got out the car, I hurried up, turned around, grabbed my purse, my belongings, went back to the window in my living room, where I then saw the officer chasing Michael down the street while Dorian Johnson was trying to, hide, kind of get away. So I'm witnessing Dorian kind of ducking off from the police as he's running, shooting. And so as the police approached Michael, maybe not more than 3 feet away, he then shot again. Michael then turned around, like almost in awe, like how he had just gotten shot that many times. So he looked down, and then he just tried to put his arms up. And once he put his arms up, the police shot his face and his chest, and he just went down.
And so he shot him after he put his arms up.
Yes, yes.
And then he fell to the ground.
Yes.
There was concern about how he laid out there. We have video, new video into CNN that shows Michael Brown's body on the ground. How long did he lay out there uncovered?
Oh, for the original time he laid out there until the tape was put there, that was 15 minutes after he even got shot. And then about 20 minutes later, an officer finally came and just put a white sheet over his body, not even on the top of his head, but over the body.
How long was it before his uncle showed up? Because there's also video of his uncle showing up on the scene, trying to get to his nephew's body, and then police scurrying him away.
That was around 5 minutes prior to him. After him being shot. Yeah. So about 5 minutes, his uncle and everybody else started to, gather around. They immediately started putting yellow tape around my building. So it was pretty much about 5 minutes afterwards.
So I walked through the neighborhood yesterday, and if you're looking at this across the country, you would think, oh my gosh, this is a terrible neighborhood, this is a bad neighborhood. But people I spoke to said, there is police activity there, but nothing like this ever happens. What kind of neighborhood is it?
Well, I honestly just moved there July 1st, so I never knew all of these occurrences would happen within my first time of moving away from my mother's apartment. But otherwise, I did feel comfortable with the Ferguson Police Department present, because I did hear about, things that happen in my community, such as, break-ins, just things of that nature. And the Ferguson Police Department usually just does a stroll through couple times a day, so I actually feel safe somewhat.
This was way out of the ordinary.
Yes, sir.
And at no time before, at any time, did you witness Michael Brown with a gun or Dorian with a gun? Did they appear to be armed at all?
No, sir. Because when they were running, they weren't even reaching for anything. It just seemed like he was running for his life and just got shot and turned around. Still didn't try to reach for anything. He put his hands into the air, being compliant, and he still got shot down like a dog.
Moving forward, what do you think happens with this community now?
Well, I think we're coming together much better now. They're actually peaceful, positive protests outside my apartment. I actually uploaded a video last night of what really goes on in Ferguson when the police presence are not there. There are people setting up tents, handing out free water, free sandwiches. There are community leaders coming out cleaning our streets because of the looting and rioting. Like, they're actually really trying to turn this around, and I actually believe that outsiders, along with, Ferguson's, are the ones looting. So
we want to thank both of you. I know you didn't get to speak, but you wanted to be here just to make sure that she, didn't get herself into any trouble or sort of incriminate or make conflicting statements. So thank you, Piaget, and we thank you both, you as well. All right, back to you in New York.